It's your boy Richie. I'm back again with another video. Today's topic is going to be on draining people and how they can negatively impact your life. Um, this is part one. There's going to be maybe about 4 or 5 parts to it, so bear with me. Let's get into it. First, let me say that in life, you don't want negative people around you, draining people around you, simply because it's hard to achieve anything in life when somebody's around you always doubting or talking down on you or just pointing out the obvious odds against the chance of you succeeding. You don't want people like that. um, I myself have had draining people around me back before I found out a lot about myself. And like, I remember with them being around me, I couldn't get much accomplished because when I would try to do, at least with them, when I would try to do stuff with them, they didn't have no, the one, they didn't never had any faith in themselves. So of course they're not gonna have any faith in me. They don't have faith in themselves. And they were just always constantly pointing out the, oh, things are going bad here and there, oh, it's not gonna work. In life you have to take chances to be successful. um, if you have people around you that don't even believe in that, then if your whole team is made of that, then you're like, they're gonna bring you down to their level. It's just like, it's like the old saying says, if you argue with an idiot, you become an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let those people be. You got, if you on a mission, on a goal to do something, you gotta let those type of people be. It's it's really easy to spot those people because they don't hide their negativity. Like, if you really listen to them when they're talking, they're always they're always talking the bad, always talking about how their life's going bad. They're never seeing the positives, that they're actually alive still, and being alive means they have a chance at possibly doing something great if they really just put their mind to it, instead of sticking on just the negative facts that are obvious, that nobody has to point out. It's one thing to know the facts, but to keep reading, to keep saying it over and over again, that's a whole nother ball game. You know what I'm saying? I believe in people. And that doesn't mean you have to go around, saying, hey, every day saying things are gonna be alright, or be a motivational speaker every day. But if you're focused and you have a plan a plan of action to get your goals accomplished, bro, you don't got time to be worried about no negative stuff, man. You don't, and people like that come around, you're gonna be like, bro, like, I ain't got time to be worried about that, man. Like, I'm focused on the goal, man. I'm focused on the end result, man. Like, those people, draining people, usually have their focuses wrong. Like, successful people, if you talk to them, man, they never worry about the negative. They never worry about the 99% chance, 98% chance that the shit's gonna go bad, because that's a given. They just focus on what they can do to make to make the process as easy as possible. Along the way, nothing is easy. Nothing in life that's worth it is gonna come to you easy. So it really is no point in people draining and spewing all this negative energy. It doesn't help any. It doesn't help at the end of the day. That brings me to another subject. Draining people, they usually most of the time, their lives are miserable. So one of the reasons why they like to drain other people's life, even without knowing it, they usually, they'll say misery loves company. So they'll do what unknowingly, most of the time, they'll unknowingly try to bring you down to their level. They'll be like, they want somebody else to sit there and feel their pain, which isn't fair to you, man. If you're an optimistic, positive person reaching, striving for a goal, it isn't fair to you. You know, um, Draining people, man. Honestly, man, don't try to fix them. You're not a shrink, you're not a psychologist, man. People like that, you usually gotta let them sort their own problems out. It has nothing to do with you. You gotta focus on yourself. One thing that I do to try to help a few of my friends that I consider are pretty negative, I just try to let them I just try to keep myself in a positive light and let them see that I'm trying to do my best at anything I do, so that hopefully some of it rubs off with them. And to be honest, man, it doesn't work with everybody, but it works with most people, with most of my friends at least. A few of them, they've adapted to some of my positive attitude and habits. That's like the only cure I could think of it for that type of stuff. Besides going and seeing like a shrink and working their problems out, or just eventually they bossing up and fixing their own problems on their own. That happens too, man, because you never know what could happen. But yeah, most of the time, man, don't get caught in that trap of trying to fix anybody or trying to, help them through their negative problems. Because trust me, if they're complaining about it, they woke up to a tire flat, man, any little thing that happens, they're gonna complain. Negative people love to complain. Draining people love to complain. Like they have to find any little fault in something to complain about. But that's my little rant on draining negative people. Part two, I'll probably drop it next week. Look out for it on the site, my2kno.com. Go follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe, hit the button under the video. Leave some comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on draining people. If you have a situation that you're currently going through with a draining person, leave it in the comment box. I'll reply. Comment under the video on IG or Twitter. I'll reply. Yeah, reach out to me, man, and I will reply. So don't forget to go follow us on all our social media handles. My2kno. It's been your boy Richie. I'm out.